the USTEC 100, which has done very well since the beginning of the week, as currently we are running with over close to 90 pips in profit right now. And for those who capitalized on these opportunities, well done to you. That's the first position right there. And then we have the second position, which is running with about 62 pips. So we have a total of 150 pips in profit on the US Tech 100. Well, for those who missed out on our earlier edition on this asset, let's run through how the week started here and what led to the decisions we made. So at the beginning of the week, we saw how price action was ranging. In fact, it was confined within the 16,645 level and the $16,590 area to emphasize the level of indecision in this market. And you know how we do it whenever we have a range like this. When we mark them out, we exercise patience and wait for either the breakdown of the support line to give us an opportunity to sell, or the breakout of the resistance line to give us an opportunity to buy. And instead, we saw price breakout of the 16,645 to trigger our first buy position for the week. Then we also marked out our key level, had a 16,670 to add more buy positions to our existing trade. So currently we have a minimum of 150 pips running in profit right now. And of course, you know how we do it. The next thing we want to be doing right now is to ensure that we move all stop losses and secure this current position as we begin to notice some sell pressure resume around this area. Now, if you would ask me, I would suggest that anywhere between the 16,720 and the 16,700 area seems most appropriate to move all stop losses to securing the current buy positions. And always remember, while you move your stop losses accordingly, you want to be giving enough breathing space for price action to move around. Now, with a well-secured position at this juncture, what is going to be our next line of action? Are we going to continue buying, or are there chances that we could see a retracement of the breakout of those structures yesterday to incite another wave of bullish momentum? Now, before we go into the details here, let's scale up into the higher time frame. I think we started our analysis on the daily time frame, right? I think so. We started on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we saw that price action has been bullish since the month of September. We have an ascending trend line in that regard, which has been respected, though we had at a time it was broken to the downside. But since it broke back above in the month of November, price action has remained above the ascending trend line, further emphasizing the strength of the buyers at this point. Now we are at a critical zone here where price is back into the 16,000 or getting closer to the 16,800, a high which is peculiar since the year 2021. As you will see here, selling pressure resumes around that area, and right now price action is gradually approaching that structure. Are we going to be seeing a breakout of the structure today or this week, or price will be going to the downside? Well, I was able to identify a setup on the 4 hours time frame, and what I did on the 4 hours time frame was to take into consideration the nature of price action since the beginning of this month. And if you look at this closely, you will see that price action appeared to have transitioned into an ascending channel. And in fact, if you connect the series of higher highs, we have the resistance line here, and a series of higher lows, we have the support line of that ascending channel. Now, there is something here which I emphasized here yesterday, that is this marginal line that demarcates the first half from the second half of this ascending channel. And since price broke out of the structure last week Wednesday, price action has remained above this line to emphasize the strength of the buyers at this point in time. Now, will this line be broken to the downside today, or will this trend line continue to act as a platform for new highs during this week's trading session? Now, to guide our decision, we have our key level marked out at the $16,670 area, which was broken successfully yesterday. And at this point, whenever we see price break out of a key structure, we expect that price will at some point in time maybe come back to retest that structure, which interestingly shares a confluence with this ascending trend line we spotted here earlier. Now, if this is going to be the case, then we might be looking out for buying opportunities if price comes into the structure to join an uptrend move. And if a breakdown happens, we might be looking at a TP target at the support line of that ascending channel. Now, with the information we have gathered here, you will agree that we are at a crucial juncture. And as you will see that in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the last 20 hours, we have been noticing selling pressure around this area. So the question now is, are we going to be witnessing a profit-taking activity that will bring price back into the structure before another wave will happen, or even drop to as far as the support line of that range of that ascending channel? Or are we going to be seeing a breakout of the structure to incite another uptrend move? Now, to guide our decisions for today, we will scale back down into the 1 hour time frame, where you will begin to see things more clearly. So the new level we've identified this morning is going to be at the $16,750 area. This is the highest point price action has been for this week. Now, if I want to be buying here, I want to see price action break out of the 16,750. And in fact, I already have a buy stop order above the structure to capitalize on the uptrend continuation. However, if selling pressure persists here and price action drops below the support line of this range, somewhere around here, let's see, I think we have it exactly around the 16,715. Okay, so we do want to be marking this level, 16,715. So if price drops below the structure, taking out all the buy positions here, we might be seeing a counter trend opportunity, which for me will be considered to be a retracement move. So I wouldn't be taking advantage of that opportunity. But if you are a scalper and probably you want to scalp this one, and you feel comfortable in taking counter trend opportunities, well, you might be selling the breakdown retest of the structure and looking at a minimum of 50 pips to catch here and a maximum of about 70 pips to catch here. But for me, what I will be doing is to wait and see how far will this retracement phase go. Will it get into the 16,670, our key level for the week, or this trend line, or even get to as far as the 16,645, where we've had our first buy position yesterday, where the appearance of buy pressure here could incite an uptrend continuation, or a breakdown of the structure will definitely welcome selling opportunities. So this is what we will be looking at if price action ever breaks down the 16,715 level. Now, that is what I look out for to sell. But if price breaks out the 16,750, then we are in to be part of the uptrend continuation. So this is my view on the USTEC 100 for today. So I encourage us all to mark out these levels on our chart, as we will be needing them as a reference point to guide our independent trading decisions for today. So this is my view here. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So I will be taking the next 10 to 15 seconds off. See if you have any questions whatsoever. All right. Thank you very much.